Get all 3 LFR normal and heroic raid appearances with this solo speed farm strategy, and an item level 144 weapon while we're at it. And the best part is, you can do this on a character that's never even touched the raid. Let's get into it. First, we need to get this set items, but this was made trivial with the Twilight Ascension event. The pre-patch gear that we can buy can be plopped into the catalyst and made into set pieces. To make this way easier, the event has been buffed to have rares drop 3 insignias, spawn twice as fast, the items cost half the amount that they used to, the world quests are repeatable on all characters with the follow-up still awarding 10 insignias, and even the weeklies can be completed on multiple characters. This got way easier to get badges. We will need 180 badges for a full set, including the cloak, even if you have Reshi wraps. More on that in a second. This 180 badges is not counting any of the warbound gear dropping for your armor proficiency. They did buff this as well, so the items drop twice as often, and even more likely, it will be your armor proficiency that drops. So that should be a full round of world quests with weeklies and a handful of rares to finish it off, or just do the world quests on a couple characters, because remember, these are transferable. All the armor slots listed on screen, and then let's go to Dornegal. Next, here's the catalyst location in Dornegal. If you've never used it before, you can turn certain items into set pieces from multiple sources, including delves, and now the world event as well. You have 8 charges if you've never used it before. They do accrue over time on reset and are character specific. Just convert every piece that we just bought into a set piece. There are 9 pieces, so upgrade everything except for the cloak, because there's another way we can get the cloak appearance this week if we're willing to do LFR. Otherwise, we'll get another charge next week. There are 9 pieces, so you may need to accrue 1 charge if you don't have any set pieces at all. Now let's speed farm those crests. Here's the amount of crests we need to get the heroic appearance. This is the amount we need to be able to upgrade all of the slots up to level 8. Keep in mind, the subsequent characters are going to be a little bit less expensive, because instead of paying 15 crests per upgrade, you're going to be paying 10. To unlock this upgrade, all you need to have a character on your warband that has a 144 item level piece equipped in that slot that you're trying to upgrade. With that in mind, there is a great solo farm available in Delves. Tier 11 Delves award 10 runed and 10 carved ethereal crests per run. And if you look at this upgrade, we're going to need both of these to be able to upgrade our items. 2 ways to make this faster. First of all, the Delve selection, Takratham Abyss, can be completed in under 5 to 10 minutes per run. All story modes are fast, but the pheromones and the goblin story variants are the fastest. As stealth characters, you can go straight to the objectives and skip most packs. Tanks, like my prot warrior here, I can just pull everything, gain some distance as I get close to objectives with heroic leap, or stun the mobs. Any tank that has a stun can stun the mobs, interact with the quest objective, and use those bubbles to sprint to the finish line. Nab that checkpoint, and you have 2 options. You can either respawn to be able to wipe the instance and go back to just fight the boss by himself, use this skip right here, or you can fight everything on the boss platform. I would recommend doing this if you do have an upgraded brand. If you're looking to upgrade your brand, take a look at my guide in the description. There's a great opportunity coming next week. After you farm those crests, go ahead and head over to the upgrade vendor and crank all these pieces to 8 of 8 champion. You'll be awarded with heroic, normal, and LFR at the same time. Makes it nice and easy. Keep in mind, you will have to have all of your pieces converted. Reshi wraps do not count towards this objective. There is an option to unlock the cloak appearances this week if you are willing to do LFR. The second level of the renowned track on the Manaforge Vandals is going to award something called Weave of Absence. This is going to make it so that Lumithar, the second boss in the raid, will drop Loom Beast Silk when defeated. This Loom Beast Silk can be turned in to gain the appearance of the cloaks, and will drop once each week after you unlock this. If you don't have any renown with Manaforge Vandals, what I do suggest is just queuing up in reverse order of the raid. 2 things on that though. First of all, you're not even going to see Manaforge Omega if you don't have your Reshi wraps. To get those on a character that hasn't been to Crests just yet, go to Illyria inside of Dornegal right here. And if you've done this before on another character, you can skip this campaign. Otherwise, follow the story quest here called a Shadowy Invitation. You'll notice Locust Walker appear next to you with a completed quest. Accept return to the Veiled Market, and that's going to open up the portal for you after he walks his way over here. And there we go. Turn in the quest, and you're going to get another option to skip, and then we can go directly over to this quest here to be able to get our Reshi wraps. Just turning in the quest, and then you can just talk to Hashim. Again, the location is here, and the dialogue option, I need new Reshi wraps. Those will be placed in your inventory, and then the first dialogue option here, we're going to be able to upgrade our wraps immediately if you did do this on your alt character, or main character, I mean. And before we queue up, we want to go over to this location here And right in front of the raid door, there's going to be a quest from Illyria that's going to ask us to go kill Dementius. We can do this solo by just doing it on story mode, and we're going to get an enchanted runed ethereal crest, and we can use this to craft a 144 item level piece. To be able to do the story mode, if you're not interested in doing it on LFR, you can just go over to Phase General Amir right here, talk to him, and then proceed with the story mode raid. It'll put you right in front of Dementius, so you can just kill him from there. A really quick note for after you kill Dementius, make sure you don't just leave the instance group. I made this mistake, and it's going to tell you the next objective is to take Xal'Tast's portal to leave. Just make sure you wait for the dialogue to go through, and then you interact with the portal, or you're going to have to do this all over again. It's a really fast fight, though, especially with scaling. You kill this guy in minutes. Now, how do we actually use this enchanted ruined ethereal crest? We can go to this location in Dornegal. We're going to open up a crafting order for us to be able to craft an item at 144 item level. So if we looked at the Everforged Mace, for example, you can see that we can make this if we do have a spark. Now, sparks are going to be awarded as fragments at the end of Delves, Mythic Plus, LFR, as a chance to drop, and then also they are guaranteed to drop from weekly activities located here. If we wanted to get those solo, let's just do a couple Delves and we'll get the fragments we need. I went and did tier 1 Fungal Folly just to get this quick. And once you have 2 fragments, you can craft it into a Spark of Starlight. It's just going to take 250 Valor Stones to be able to make this. Now that we have it, we can craft our item. Head over to the crafting order station right here in Dornegal and talk to Clerk Gretel. From here, you can go ahead and select an item you'd like to make. So for example, if I wanted to make a one-handed mace, I would just toggle it over to current expansion only, and then I would make the Everforged Mace here. So if we take a look at what we're going to need, again, we could go ahead and attach our Spark of Starlight, and that's going to have it at a base level of 118, but we can bump it up with that enchanted runed ethereal crest that we got from killing Dementius. Now you can see we're going to have crafted level of 131, but if we make this a personal order and bump this all the way up to craft level 5, then we're going to be able to get a 144 item level piece. Now to make this easily, we can track the recipe and then head on over to the auction house. Once you do open the auction house, if you have Auctionator installed, you can just click this search button here, and it's going to pull up all the items you need to be able to make that item. Auctionator is a fantastic add-on. I highly recommend you grab it if you haven't gotten it before. Now keep in mind, getting the highest level items is going to make it easier for your crafter to be able to make this into the item you want at the quality that you want. So when it comes to making armor items, I tend to buy the best quality possible, except if there isn't a quality available on that reagent. Now you can send this to somebody specific, or you can just make it into a public order. Keep in mind, if you make a public order, a lower skill crafter could craft this for you and you would end up with something that's not the item level you wanted. So when it comes to making items with quality attached, I always recommend just making it a private order by spamming trade chat to find someone that can make it for you. So you can see we can attach our mace, attach our starlight, attach our gilded crest, and now we're all set. Keep in mind, you can also attach a missive to get exact stats that you want on this piece of gear. Highly recommended if you know what you're after. Those can be purchased from the auction house. Do this on all the characters that you want their appearance from the raid as you move into Midnight. Speaking of Midnight, there's a ton more to do and a lot more to prepare. Take a look at the guides in the description, including this one, getting your mining character ready, moving into Midnight with the best specialization possible to make a lot of money on the auction house at the turn of the expansion. And everyone, if the video did help you out today, please strike the like button. If you want to stay tuned for more WoW content in the future, please bash the subscribe. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.